Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Morgan Options. Here I show you how to trade binary options. And today's strategies will be not stop. Before we get started, I just want to ask you one thing. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and put a like. Because I've never seen such a detailed guide like mine anywhere else. And of course, don't forget about my Telegram channel. Message me on Telegram and get even more useful information and start trading with me. So let's proceed to our today's trade. All currency pairs with the most optional character of movement and interest on payments I have already analyzed and selected. This selection you can see in front of my eyes, and after analyzing the charts I came to the conclusion that I need to use a trend strategy today. And for this I have selected the appropriate indicators. The two main indicators will be Alligator and Fractal. You can see the settings in front of your eyes, and also secondary oscillators will be SSI with period 15 and ADX. Also, all settings you can see in front of your eyes. Today my main task will be to analyze the trend. Also, to analyze the pullback dynamics, I will also be watching the overbought and oversold areas. And ADX moving line will be show the dynamics or the mood of the chart. The mood of the price on a certain currency pair. In general, I think everything will be clear. I will try to explain each trade in detail, so that by the end of trading you have as few more questions as possible. Let's start with a trade of $100. This is exactly half of my amount of my balance, and all trades I will open on the minute time frame. Let's get started and I will pick up the first entry into the deal. And here is the first trade I will open on the downside in the direction of really trend dynamics. Let's highlight the working area. The moving lines of the alligator in the first place I have here crossed and headed downwards, showing me the downward dynamics of the trend. You can see from the SSI moving line that I still have some distance to the previous touch point. And in general, I had an upside exit here earlier. So I think a downside exit could happen as well. The moving line ADX is in the range of 20%. This means that the trend dynamics has a medium directional character. So the trade can be opened in the direction of the actual dynamics. Look at the result. And the first trade closes in plus. Great! In general, everything happened just like I said. So let's continue trading. I will also open a trade of $100 and let's pick up the following currency pair. If you wanna get free real money to your trading account right now, in the description of this video I will leave a link to this trading platform, my friends. I trade here every day and I write a new promo that gives you real free money to the balance. You can use them for trading. It's best way for practice for beginners. Here also most likely to open a trade on the downside. Maybe not quite a good entry point on the opening level, but open in the continuation of downward momentum, yes. May follow here a pullback. This is what I'm afraid of. But here I had a crossing of the moving alligator lines, just like in the last trade. The previous touch point is at 175 and 315. So the price is now tends to it according to my logic, and the moving lines of the oscillator is in my range of 16%. This also shows me the average trend dynamics and tell me that there can be a strong reversal. So here we can open a trade in the direction of the actual trend dynamics. Let's see. And the trade closes in the plus side. Great! There was no pullback in the dynamics, and everything happened just like I said. I will also open a trade in the amount of $100. So far everything is going at it should, and let's continue the analysis and pick up the next currency pair. Let's try to open a trade in the pullback dynamics here. I expect for the next minute that a small pullback will follow maybe in a minute or two. There was an exit from the oversold area on my SSI oscillator. Also on the ADX moving line, I see that it is in the range of 30%, and with the downward dynamics, this percentage is in the range of 30%. I have a pullback called for despite the fact that my moving lines are now pointed downwards. Let's look behind the outcome of this trade. And the trade closes in plus. As I said, in the next minute or two, there will be a pullback in the dynamics. In general, it continues, and without any problems, I close the trade in plus. Let's continue for now. I'll tell you once again that everything is going well. In general, the movement today suits me, and the strategy for today's trade is selected absolutely correctly. So, this is the result. Let's continue, and I'll pick up the next currency pair. Here you can actually open a trade against the trend direction. Again, I am guided here by the ADX moving line. I have it exactly at 30%. And according to the dynamics of the movement, on this chart, further pullback may also take place now. The deal is absolutely the same in terms of entry logic as the previous one. Let's see the result. I think there will be no need for any explanation here. And here, unfortunately, a bit unlucky. The candle closed very close to the opening level of the deal. The price is standing still, and here we go. Still a small exit is happening now, but still the deal closed in negative. I think that still is little unlucky. In general, the logic of entry was absolutely correct. As you can see that now the exit is up. In the next minute I have, but that's okay. Now I will put the maximum of my balance, the maximum amount to come out to a good profit on today's trade. Let's continue to analyze and pick up the following currency pair. And this is where I actually want to open a down trade in the direction of the actual trend dynamics, in our case. I have a reversal on the downward dynamics at 47% on the ADX sliding line, at 40%. Here I have, at the moment, the sliding line has already left 30% and is approximately in the range of 26 at the downward dynamics. Earlier there was a small price pullback, and actually wagering on this pullback in the continuation of the trend dynamics. I think everything is simple here too. Let's look at the result. Yep, the deal closes in plus. In general, nothing complicated also was not. Again, let me put the maximum amount of value for the next trade. And let's pick up the next entry. Let's continue our analysis. Next trade, I will consolidate this current result. Let's continue and pick up the next currency pair. Let's try to open a trade on the upside in the direction of the actual trend dynamics. After updating the global price minimum, the trend has turned and acquired an upward character directions. In this area, there was an exit from the oversold zone on the ADX moving line. I see that it is now in the range of 16%. Medium directional trend. Opening after this pullback. Here was the formation of two price local lows in continuation of really trend dynamics. Absolutely easy signal. Also absolutely a easy entry. Look at the result. And the trade closes in plus without any problems. Great. On this result, I'm going to fix the profit of my today's trade. Let's do it and move on to the conclusion. The amount of today's profit will be $1,050. The withdrawal operation is successfully executed. This is what I think is a great trade today, using this trending strategy. The strategy, as you can see, is very effective. You can safely use it in your trading. I think in general was all very clear. Each transaction explained in detail. But if you still have any questions, in this description under the video you can find a link to my Telegram and directly ask me any question you may have out about the application of this strategy or about another strategy. I will definitely try to help everyone. And of course, have a good day guys and see you soon.